So what's actually the harm in a few drinks? I get asked this quite a bit. Alcohol consumption declines with increasing age as the body changes. So what that really means is a person can only drink so much as they age before the damaging effect starts. If it's a woman, there's an actual phenomenon known as telescoping. And what that means is as the woman ages, the damage on her body and the destruction on her body is far more intense than the male body. Now, if you see this wherever you work, residential areas, hospitals, agencies, clinics, if you had a woman and a man, same age, same drinking pattern, and I'm using alcohol here as the drug, both drank in the same manner in the same amounts, you would see the actual destruction on her body far worse than the male. Also, age-related changes make older adults more vulnerable effects to the alcohol. So as the liver is aging, as the lungs are aging, as the entire body, the brain is aging, the cognition is changing. Alcohol actually can change cognition in a younger person. So if you have cognition changing in an older person and you compound that with the use of alcohol, you can begin to see what looks like dementia. Higher blood alcohol concentrations from a given dose. So one drink can have a far different effect on a person who's 65, 70 years old than a person who's 35. They can look more impaired at that same level of ingestion. And you should know if it's alcohol, that one beer equals a 5-ounce glass of wine, which equals a 30 cc or a shot glass of distilled spirits. All of those three things have the same amount of alcohol in them. So falls, seizures, dementia, and behavioral issues are also a concern if a person is using substances and they're an older adult. Adverse interactive effects of alcohol, very often, if you look at the statistics of how many prescribed and or over-the-counter drugs a person uses, an older adult uses, you'll see that anywhere from 7 medications or more a person is taking at this age in their life. Now, if you compound that with alcohol, alcohol very often interferes with the chemical interactions of those drugs. So why they are on, say they're on atenolol for blood pressure or cardiac or whatever, you're now using another very powerful drug called alcohol that will interfere with the medications that they're taking for medical reasons. Thus, moderate levels of consumption. Just what you would consider moderate levels of consumption can be risky to an older adult. Just moderate. Now, that can be 2 to 3 glasses a day of whatever those three equivalents are. There's more consequences, again, from the consumption, and increasing consumption may quickly result in the adverse consequences. Increasing consumption is very interesting because as the older adult increases in age, you'll find their tolerance level changes. So say a person at 35, 30 years old begins to drink alcohol 2 to 3 a day and then starts to increase so that they feel the same effect. That's called tolerance.